Grav survey sensor has completed its overhaul. That's good. Unload installation. That you are. Let's just zoom in so we can read what is being said here. Installation. Does that count as the does that count as the automated mines? So we got 42 automated mines and no infrastructure at all. So yeah, it must be. While we're here, we will set Earth as our mass driver target, and that's going to start throwing some pretty heavy rocks with any luck. So yeah, that has now landed. That hasn't really changed. Civilian contracts has gone up, that's for sure. Was it 46 before? Ah, I made a note, but I forgot. 417 tons of stuff. 2 inactive labs. Grav is unable to carry out its special orders. It's fine because there are no more for you to do. And 2 inactive labs. So Ellis, I think we'll give them to you. So yeah, Zachary has completed research into missile agility. That's good news. Robert Griffin does not believe any new mineral deposits can be found further in Titan. I think he might have found some more stuff actually. Titan looks good. So, yeah, you can go to Hyperion now if you like. So, using the passenger ship, I'd like you to pick up a team, a Robert Griffin team, and you need to be dropped off at Hyperion. Let's see whether we can find it. There it is. Brilliant. Let's go. Robert Griffin has been dropped off. And we've got another inactive. Has completed his survey already? Wow. Need to make notes of what is actually on this. Uranus, you are going to get surveyed. 5.3 million. Try to remember that, everyone. Passenger. Hyperion. Pick up team, a Robert Griffin's team. And we're going to go to Uranus now. And you're going to can't drop him off there. Don't think it's that kind of place that you can drop off somewhere. Ophelia. That's another moon, isn't it? Sorium again. I bet you we can't drop you off there anyway. Ophelia. Drop off team. No, we can drop off Robert Griffin. So Ophelia has got 6,500 Sorium. One in interactive labs. We've also got a maintenance problem. Gas-cooled reactor on board Flower 1 has suffered a maintenance failure. 10 maintenance supplied. It's now got 271. And the clock is at 3 years. Probably, what was the maintenance clock on these guys? Supposed to be 2.8. So we just cycle them around again. So cover, where's your maintenance clock? 3 years. So Earth, where are you by the way? You are at the Alpha Centauri jump point. Earth, refuel, resupply, and begin overhaul. Cover 2 is at Earth. So you can go and move to the Alpha Centauri jump point. And where is number 3 by the way? Number 3 is sit there waiting. So you can probably sit there. Sounds good to me. I was wondering, is no, Luna doesn't seem to be requesting any kind of coverage, defensive coverage. Look at all this being sent back. Mineral packet, 417 tons heading back to Earth. Cover 2's completed its orders. We got one interactive lab on Earth. So we're going to give that one as well to Ellis. So they can get onto those new engines soon. Another interactive, inactive research lab, and Robert Griffin is busy surveying. Whoa, lots of stuff happening. Lots of people being put into better positions. He's completed his surface of Ophelia. Again, I forgot how much it was. Right, you're off to Neptune and I don't need Sorium. Make. Stay where you are until I can think of where I want to send you. That's probably a better idea. Jump Mark II has been built on Earth. Excellent. Right. This should, if I've done it right, and I think I have, let me just check the anything else exciting happened throughout here. Ship construction. I want to change the colour for ship construction. What about a bright yellow? That'll do. I'll check we haven't got any research labs available. Nope. That's good. Right. Okay, so shipyard. We've got a ship called Jump Ship. Detach. And rename the task group to Jump 2. Jump 2 will go to the Alpha Centauri and just move there. Sensor test 1 is then going to go and move there as well. And cover 3, where was cover 3? Resupply from Earth. Let's see whether you can go through or not. I'm not sure we'll be able to, because you're a military ship and I think it's a commercial drive that I got fitted. Right, let's get everyone there. Cover 3, completed orders. 1 in active lab. Add. So cover 3 is there. Sensor test is there. Jump 2 is not a quick ship. Ellis has finished the work into the maximum engine power modification. So that's good. We can build some really powerful engines now. Let's just see what we could build if we wanted to. Ion drive. Let's just build the most powerful engine we can. Blow the fuel consumption. Biggest engine possible. We can make a 750 EP, and it's actually not that bad. We'll create that just in case we want a really powerful ship. Yeah, could be fun. Right, where were we? I've already done the research into the 90 EP commercial drive. Let's get that jump ship there. One more research lab available. Up to 7 now. That'll be done in 41. Three research labs available. Why would we have 3 all of a sudden? One in inactive lab. Oh, fuel storage has been done as well. I must have missed that. There we go, just to push on through all of these new drives. Wow, that jump ship is slow. Right, it's made it. So, let's test it. Let's start with cover 2. Or was it cover 1? Cover 2. You're the one that's at Earth, right? Cover 2. Right, cover 3. You are at the Alpha Centauri jump point. Standard transition. Sensor test. Alpha Centauri. Standard transit. Just before you do that, let's turn on your sensors. Using that one. And the sensor screen, I am going to turn on active sensors. And then we should see the circle around there. Sensor test has completed orders. Alpha Centauri. This is our sensor. It just shows how big this system is. That this is our sensor. That is a huge range. That's like 100 million kilometers. It's a tiny dot. Now, the reason why I wanted to move these guys in, let's do another 5 second. Cover 3 cannot carry out a standard transit order as at least one ship is larger than the ship with the highest jump rating. Let's read all of that. No friendly or allied ships are currently available to escort. Cover 3 cannot carry out a standard order. Well, I don't think that's entirely right. So jump ship Mark II has got a 37k commercial jump drive. Maximum ship size is 37,500. Cover 2, which is the Flower 2, is 4,250 tons. So it is easily big, small enough to get through. So that's interesting. We know that. Cover 2. What was it? There we go. Remove and stay there. Sensor test ship. Let's go. Let's move to there. What is your, by the way, your fuel like? Lots of fuel. Plenty of fuel. I should be using this one here because this tells us what kind of range we got. Sensor test has got a range of 103.7 billion kilometers. Let's just make sure he has the special order, conditional order. If fuel is less than, I'm going to say 50%, we need to refuel at colony. Let's go by day. Oh, Robert Griffin does not believe there's anything yet. We need to get you home one day. Oh, sensor test has completed its orders. Let's center on it and zoom in. So this is our active sensor range using this here. Shows us now pretty much anything that it would see in this area would show up. In there. So we need to go to, just pop to one or two of these other places. Alpha Centauri A1V or 4 as it's also known as. Yeah, nothing showing up there. And A1 we'd like to go to as well. And then 5 and then A6. Apparently there's a 7 and 8 and B's as well. Oh, that's those guys over there, isn't it? But they are pretty close together over there. Wow, look at all those moons, it's incredible. So they've all been surveyed anyway. So if we went to we just went to A7 moon 1. Our sensors would pick up the vast majority of all those planets. It's just a little test really, there's nothing too crazy about this. What are we looking at fuel wise? Oh, plenty. That's good. We're just zooming around, seeing whether there's anything that needs to be seen. Robert Griffin is insisting that there is nothing in his area. And he's quite right. Quite right he is. Let's get passenger to pick up. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Pick up team and drop off team at Earth. Okay. And yeah, sensor test has completed. So let's go back to the sole jump point. And that mission is completed. Where we will refuel, resupply at your commercial, so you don't need to worry about your maintenance clock, I don't believe. So yeah, we've searched that area. So this is the sensor screen. Let's just show it very briefly. So that's the active sensor screen. There we go. So we know what's in that area. And we can see that the sensor test has got a thermal signature of 200. All ships have got a thermal signature of something. Some have got EM signatures as well. We'll just stick with the 200. But if we were looking for a ship that had a thermal signature of 500, shall we say, and we are using this sensor here, which has got sensitivity of 30. We'll just set that to the 500 roughly. You can never seem to get it bang on right. And we'll show it. And as soon as the ship came within that circle, we would see it. Anything outside of that circle, we wouldn't see it. And that size of that circle is determined by the size of the signature. So the bigger ships with the bigger engines with the more heat signature will give you a bigger signature, which will mean that that circle will be bigger. You'll be able to see it more because there's more to see. Although some of the smaller ships will be very, very small and you won't be able to see them very much at all. This one here is the opposite. If we think that the ship looking for us has got a sensor strength of 30, then it will see us when it gets inside that red circle. I'll zoom in a little bit. There we go. So it will see us when we get to the red circle. And again, if we think they've got a greater or a lesser signal strength than us, it will change the size of the circle. So say in this scenario, we're looking for a ship which we predict to be having a thermal signal strength signature of 437. So we know that once it gets in this blue circle, we will see it. However, it's looking for us as well. And we think they have a sensor strength of 34. And for this particular ship, because of the thermal signal strength that it gives off, it is detectable by a signal strength sensor of 34 within that range there. So basically, we will see the ship, the enemy ship, before it says the mouse pointer is the ship. We'll see it before it sees us. So at the moment, we're seeing it, we're seeing it, we're seeing it. It's seeing us as well. So that's how those sensors and that sensor tab works. We've got an inactive research lab. Again, let's add it to our commercial ion drive. So yeah, there we go. That's we're going to leave it there, or we just tell a couple of our guys to head back to Earth, refuel, resupply, and begin overhaul. And jump to, go to Earth, refuel, resupply. And I don't think you need to overhaul, but we'll tell you to anyway. In the next episode, we're probably going to design a military jump ship drive as well, so that we can jump our military ships through these wormholes as well, just in case we need any additional cover there. Our industry is doing well. We're starting to ramp that up and catch up. We might need to start opening up another mining base perhaps, just so that we got a good supply of minerals come in. And then once we feel that that is done, we'll start moving into the Alpha Centauri system, where we might start a bit of colonization, we might start a bit of terraforming, and by then hopefully we'll have a strong enough military to think about trying out some of the other systems. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please consider giving me a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to hear about when I do some more videos. In the meantime, if you want to click on one of the other videos that I've done on a different game, then these are my latest ones. Please go ahead. Or if you click on the next video in this series, that'll take you directly to the next video in this series if I've done it and uploaded it. Thanks for watching.